Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
My name is Godfrey. Godfrey.
Godfrey's style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. It's properly used, it's almost invincible.
What's up, everybody? Another episode of In Godfrey We Trust. I know it's gonna get live on the chats. You know what I'm saying? YouTube Live. Follow me on YouTube Live, baby. You know what I'm saying? In Godfrey We Trust on the YouTube channel. My Godfrey Comedian is my personal channel. You guys got to be following us, man. It's all about numbers, folks. It's all about numbers. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I hope you guys are digging this right here. Yeah. You see that? Working Man. That's the new Jason Statham movie. The new Jason Statham movie, Working Man. I want to go see that. That'll be a nice one to go see in the movie theater, man. Maybe I'll take some chick that won't get on my fucking nerves. You know what I mean? I haven't gone on a movie date in a long time, and it's really sad because movies, I used to love going with a chick to the movies, man. I don't think I've done it in a minute because listen, this is not all you chicks, and I don't want you to think that. But a lot of you women are
I just went on a movie date.
A lot of you women are fucking assholes, man. I'm just keeping it 100. You guys are it's like you gotta it's like there's a price to pay to go out with somebody nice looking now. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's like a lot of weird shit going on. There are good women out there. I just am running into real weird ones. Hold on. I'm running into some weird ones. It's just every time. It's just weird old shit. I got an example. There's a chick I've been keeping in touch with in London, like a model chick. Dope. We've been talking on the phone, laughing. Blah, blah. She calls me to tell me I'm coming to New York City. I said, oh, okay, cool. Just let me know. Because, I don't swear anybody. I go, yo, okay, cool. Let me know. And I said, towards the end of March, I said, great. Just let me know. I didn't even. And next minute I see her, she's in New York, like doing stuff. Like in her stories. I go, hey, what's up? And no answer, no. Oh, shit, did I press that?
Yeah.
Boy, I can't believe this. I didn't mean to turn on that Family Feud. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something I'm fit to do when someone don't learn to call back. Smack the bitch. No, number one. You got me fucked up in this, Steve. I'm going to tell you this right now. I got mad game, and I got money. But I'm going to tell you, okay. Yo, I think I did that by accident. But, so she just, I don't know. I was like, hey, what's up? I say, if you're in New York, let me know. I was still in San Antonio. And I said, yeah, if you're there for a week or something, and just nothing, just like white noise. Like this, it's just, and I was like, damn, that's weird. So what do you say after that? I'm like, hey, yeah, I don't know if it's, I'm just check and see if you good or whatever, if anything's going wrong.
Yeah.
But it was just you telling me you're coming to New York.
And she never hit you back?
And in the story, she's like, New York City. And I'm like, what the fuck weirdo shit is that?
Yeah.
It was just weird. I'm like, there's a lot of weird shit. It's like, I think a lot of women now are into not communicating. That's supposed to be some mysterious. No, fuck that. Because then you make the dude, if the dude is like, hey, what's good? Now you might try to make him seem like he's bothered. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now I'm the fucker that's calling her. And who knows if you're with somebody, he goes, I don't know, this dude just keeps calling. I think some of these women do that. They make up shit and go, he just keeps calling me. No, bitch, you didn't fucking tell this person, hey, you're not communicating with the person. A guy's just being a guy, like, hey, what's up? Where you at? Because I know me. Me, since fucking high school, I've never been one to, I just don't do that a lot. You know what I mean? I never do that. I don't bother people. My brother's the same way. We're just to ourselves. We just don't bother people. That's just our nature. You know how some people just bug. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'll get on your nerves if I'm purposely getting on your nerves, like talking shit on the phone and all this other shit. Oh, yeah, and by the way, what's called me just now? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Basic Pasta called me.
Yeah, and said what?
No, I didn't answer. But Pasta just called me, tried to FaceTime me. Pasta tried to FaceTime me just as I was coming here.
Here's the crazy thing.
Okay, go ahead.
And me and like niggas.
Oh, yo, guys, there's Akeem right there.
What's up?
Akeem, the usual gang.
Yeah.
I know it's the In Godfrey We Trust gang.
Picture is that?
Wait, what picture was that?
That is such an old picture.
Dude, you know what? Even comedy clubs will give you put your grade school picture up. They don't give a fuck.
Like maybe 10 years ago.
I have some horrible in some comedy clubs.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
yeah.
where'd you get that?
It's like they just type in your
They don't
name
give
and
a
then
fuck.
click
They're
on
lazy.
whatever.
They're
It's
lazy.
So, yeah.
But my goal is to go to every single comedy club, get on my agent and go, we're changing some of these photos, and we're also going to change. I don't know what the fuck jokes they're showing. You know how there's a preview?
Yeah.
What joke are you showing of mine?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shoot me with a Jerry curl like, you ever do the snake? That's why I'm not selling tickets. Motherfuckers like, we ain't gonna see that.
We ain't gonna see the
motherfucker.
snake nigga. We
He's
can't.
like, he's like, so man, the Jerry curl, right? So it slips on and the bitch falls. And they'd be like, next week from 27 to...
Yo, whose mouth is that? Who? What comic mouth?
It's Cosby, right?
There was a dude. What was his name?
I know the mouth. That's why I'm asking you.
There was a dude. No, not Cosby.
It felt like it.
There was a dude.
No, there was another
a dude from New York. I think he was gay. He was an older black dude, and his name I forgot. He had a deep voice, and he was about 6'3", and he used to come to the cellar, but he had a deep voice, and he was very old school when he would talk, because he'd be like,
Yeah.
he's like, I told the bitch leave. you know the dangling earring.
He wasn't the dude that pulled the water glass out of his pocket.
No,
You remember the guy that?
No, he always had like cut off shirts.
No.
Like he was in a 70s gang.
Yeah.
He had 70s muscles. You know what 70s muscles look like?
Yeah.
Like this is developed, but the rest is straight. Well, I forgot, but he would always do this. Because black comics back in the 70s,
everybody
always
had
go
a
like this.
thing.
I mean, come on now.
Oh, like
the bitch should have sucked my dick. No, black comics had a
No, they had like a
style.
catchphrase.
They had
Yeah.
a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Like, because Pryor would always say, Jack, goddamn, Jack, that was me, shit. But he never did this.
Yeah.
But a lot of comics would have the swinging earring.
I want you to finish the thing about the
Pasta?
Yeah.
Yo, Pasta called me, right? And I just, it was ringing. I didn't answer. I just didn't answer.
Yeah.
You know, because once I get to a certain out of sight, out of mind, it's dead. You know what I mean? And I wasn't around that person long enough for me to go, damn, I need to. I was like, I try, and you know, because if I did I talk about this on the podcast?
No.
I called this chick a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
She was like, I haven't seen you. I can't wait to see you. I said, cool, that's cool. I don't believe anybody. I go, all right, cool. Because I wasn't like amped, at all.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get me amped like that. And so I was like, okay, cool. The only time I'm amped is when it's a new one, brand new, and I go, yeah. Ooh, I get amped like it's real fucked up. I get amped on like social media. Yo, she bad and shit. That's the only time.
Yeah.
But other than that, after a few times, I'm like, all right, they're a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, I can't wait to see you. Let's go to, I'm in Brooklyn. I want to go to this restaurant. And I'm a foodie, man. I like to try new shit. So I can go, ooh, I'm going to come to this place.
Yeah.
So I get there. It's an Ethiopian spot, right?
Nice.
And she's there. And she kind of plays. You know what I'm talking about when a woman will see you and then she'll play like she's not that phased that you're there. All of a sudden she gets weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I gave her a hug, whatever. And then I find out she's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
wait, didn't she suggest the restaurant?
She suggested it.
Okay.
But I didn't know. It was Ethiopian. They serve chicken too and beef and lamb. Because when I took her to a spot up in Harlem, they have everything. They have it for vegetarians, and I eat all of that shit.
Yeah.
But I like chicken, and
Of course.
So I get there, and the dude, it's like a real fancier Ethiopian place, and he comes, and it's like a white dude. He goes, yeah. I said, oh, can I get the chicken? Did it go? Oh, dude, this is vegetarian. And so I look at her, I go, You fucking tricked me. I'm joking when I go, you
Playing.
tricked me.
Yeah.
No fucking me. I'm fucking with her,
Yeah.
and she gets upset.
Yeah.
Like we joke like this all the time. All the time we go dark jokes. She'll say some fucked up shit, and it's just funny shit.
Yeah.
And the only time I joke with somebody like that is when I know you.
When you have
when we
rapport.
fuck
And
with
I like you.
Yeah.
I fuck with you because I fuck with you. We
Yeah.
talk about the gay shit, blah blah blah. It's not coming from a bad place.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she flipped on me like I wasn't prepared for it. I was like, what? She goes, I go, what's up? And the waiter leaves, and then we're laughing. The waiter's laughing like that. Man, I'm a meat eater, man. And he goes, me too. Like,
Yeah.
And she goes, I was like, what's the matter? She goes, I didn't like the way you did that. Why'd you call me out like that? Da, da, da. I said, you're fucking with me, right? I said, I was joking. It's like I'm a meat eater, but I'm not leaving. I'm gonna eat the food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat the food. I don't give a fuck. And she just really like flipped on me. And so now it's already now the air is and I'm a little annoyed.
Everything's
Now I'm a little annoyed now.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little annoyed. So we start talking about some subject, and she has this tendency of running at the mouth.
Yeah.
Like when she thinks she knows
We
something.
call it yapping.
So she's going, and she goes like this. No, and then she starts saying stuff about my act. She goes, "You say it in your act, don't you? You forgot or something?" She just starts referring to comedy, and it just got bad. After a while, it got bad, and I went like this. I said, "You're a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
You're a cunt.
Yeah.
You're really." I laughed. I was like, I was laughing about it. I was like, "You're a fucking cunt."
Yeah.
And she goes, "You just call me?" I go, "Yeah, you're a fucking cunt." And then she goes, "Well, why?" I go, "Because you're fucking pissing me off." And it was one of those things where I'll shove the fucking table into her. I was
Yeah.
like, "You're pissing me the fuck off."
Yeah.
Like, I literally, like, you're pissing me off. I came over here. I took a fucking Uber all the way down from Manhattan, all the way to fucking Brooklyn, deep into Brooklyn. I don't do shit like that. I don't really go to Brooklyn unless I have to. And I go, "Nah, you fuck that. You're being a cunt. It's unnecessary." She goes, "You call me out. You earned it." Right? So I said, "No, it's all good. I pay for the shit. My father taught me that. You pay for the shit. I don't, that's what we do. As men, we do that shit. It's chivalry. She's lucky I was chivalrous with that shit. I would have been like, "Nah, pay your half, bitch." But I was like, "Nah, I got it. It's okay. You charge it to the game."
Yeah.
There's certain things you got to charge to the game. So I was like, "That's cool."
And then left.
Yeah. She got her Uber, whatever. And I said, "Cool," but I was cool.
Yeah.
And the dude could tell something was up. And I was like, "I'm all good."
Yeah.
I was like, "Whatever." I didn't get my Uber yet.
Yeah.
But I was like, "You cunt. Fuck this shit, man." I was like, that was unnecessary. Like, it was just she was popping off and like right away.
And then my phone rang. I'm like, hello?
Yeah. I called him.
No. So here's the part of this that
Wait, so she hit you up after?
She when I hit $1 million was hilarious.
Yeah.
She congratulated me. I didn't answer.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. How about what happened?
Yeah.
No, none of that. No. A lot of women do not hold themselves accountable. That's like something. It's been said. They just don't hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yeah.
And I said a lot of women now, guys. A lot of women. And so and I didn't answer that because I'm like, why the fuck? Because I got $1 million. I'm supposed to, bitch. That's not sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. So then she called me again while I was coming here.
Yeah.
Called me and I didn't answer. She's playing high post because she had gone away overseas. And I said, yo, I heard people that go to that country, American women, they go there and get doo-dooed on and shit to get money and shit. In Dubai.
and the fact that he said doodoo.
Yeah, I said they get doo-dooed on. It sounds heavier.
Yeah.
Women, like American women over there, what the fuck are you over there for?
Instagram, a lot of that's the thing.
Yeah, and you're not over there.
Sheets.
You're not over there. Not taking nothing from Arab dudes. They ain't got the best game in the world. You ain't over there for that. To just you over there getting money.
Get a bag.
When I was in Dubai, I was doing shows, getting money, and I just heard that people go over there hustling because I was like, you were taking videos, and who was on the other end of the camera? And I was like, that's on you. If it's your hustle, that's cool. I didn't even trip.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, well, you must have been with somebody. I go, it doesn't even matter. I'm just saying, you going over there, And she said that one of her friends worked for Emirates. Okay, sure, but whatever. But I thought maybe that was the attitude you have. My thing is this. I tell women, if you got another motherfucker or whatever, don't change on me. Just tell me. I'm cool with that. Okay, you got somebody. That's cool with me. I don't have to deal with you for a long time.
Yeah.
But tell me you got somebody. Fine. And when I was in San Antonio, there was a chick I was fucking with in San Antonio, right? Right? This Mexican chick that I fucked with last year. And I kept in touch with her, right? Just every once in a while, I'll say, hey, what's up? What's up? No connection, no nothing, right? I smashed when I was there. And I came back and I said, and I told her a few weeks before, hey, I'm coming to San Antonio. Oh, let me know. Okay, cool. So I get there and I'm like, I was like, hey, I'm here. If you want to come to the show, hang out, whatever. And no answer, just dead.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, are you like Buddha? You got somebody or something? It's all good. She did, and then she tells me, and she goes, yeah, I got some. I said, well, you should have said. She said, all you do is say that.
Yeah.
I don't live here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she goes, but I go, it's not that I'm not mad that I didn't see you, but the motherfucker you with is gonna see me calling, and he in San Antonio, they got guns out there.
It's Texas.
And these Mexicans out here, over in San Antonio, they don't play that shit. They have guns.
Yeah.
You know, they really do. Like, you get in a fight over there, the motherfucker be like, you know, you can use your shit. And I said, listen, if I'm texting you, I don't need you hiding. Just say, I got a man. I won't call you. You'll call me one day and say, oh, I'm single.
Why though? But you, I mean, here's
But no, I'm saying, but I don't want to call. I don't want to
Yeah, but
text
here's
her
what-
while her dude's like,
Yeah, but
yo, who
there's
the
a
fuck is
reason-
that?
there's a
And I got
reason-
shows and shit.
there's a reason why she's hiding it.
Why?
Because she still wants to keep the door open. So if she doesn't
Keep
be,
the door open.
if she says I'm booed up, this is the same reason why dudes lie, and it's weird because, like I do the man school too, and I
Yeah.
do advice, and every comic that you know has called me up for advice or whatever, and I was like, and the thing about the first chick, I told you from the first time we hung out with her.
Yeah.
And I said, but here's what you do.
Okay, here's what I do.
You get the red flags, and then you ignore the red flags. You go, oh,
I
well,
mean, sometimes if someone's hot enough.
Right. I'm just trying to
Sometimes
knock it
someone's
down.
hot
yes, but when
Yeah.
I'm trying to knock it down. I'm
Yes.
like, all right, I'm gonna tolerate it.
'Cause I've ignored some red
I was
flags
doing I
before.
was getting in. Boom. I said, okay, I'll probably knock it down again. And then it just
yeah, but even when you
what? Go
like
ahead.
people don't never, they are who they are. Right?
Yeah.
And so they may be able to fool you for a little while, and if that's fine, if it's a hookup and you boom, 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 but ultimately somebody's gonna be who they are. So when you always do this to me, we have guests, it be shady motherfuckers that come up, and we sitting in here before we start the show, and I'll be like, I don't like that nigga. And you be like, what do you say? Oh God, what
Because
what happened?
we have a podcast. We got to do this podcast.
I get it, but I don't bring it in the podcast.
Right.
It's just me letting you know, yo, this motherfucker's funny.
And you end up
style.
being right.
I'm always right,
Right.
because I don't ignore the thing. Same thing happened where the pasta, right? We hanging out, right? We hanging out the weekend, whatever, boom, boom, boom. She's yapping.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Even to one point that she said, you know, when I find the guy I want to marry, I'm gonna re-virginify myself. And I was like, that's not a thing.
And then she's like, that's a great dick. My pussy's this. And she's telling me all this. I go, that's awesome.
But that also was after the fact that you let her. So here's
Go
the
ahead.
crazy shit.
Go
So
ahead.
this is the second time, right? She's hanging out.
Yeah.
And I get invited to dinner
Yeah.
at this really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
They go to the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Which in my, I was like,
This is in New York?
no, we won't
Okay,
say
okay.
We're
where.
not going to say
Yeah,
where.
yeah, okay.
But so I go eat. I'm prime rib, shrimp, just like the dude just set me out because he came to the show, loved the show. He said, "Yo, I'd love to treat you to dinner. Bring whoever you want."
Right.
I go.
Yep,
I'm like,
do
"Yo,
your
wanna?"
thing.
They're like, "Nah, we gonna go to." I was like, "All right,
We
cool."
go to the factory.
So I so they go and they come out, right? Now this chick is yap all weekend. We did yappity, just yap. Like she would go in the bathroom and then come out and go, and just start talking again.
It was like she came with a comma. That bitch would not. She had no fucking period.
She take a nap, wake up.
Ooh, shit.
So and just nonsense, just talking, just dumb shit, right?
Right.
So you know me, I ain't got no pause on that. I'm just shut up.
So wait. So she had some leftovers. And she goes, oh, let me give this, what's his name? I said, I don't think he's going to eat that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, he's trying to change his shit, da-da-da. She goes, no, shit, I'm going to give it
And
to
I
him.
specifically didn't go to the cheesecake.
Also, bitch, keep your own leftovers.
Now, here's the,
Oh, man.
So
we get in the car. We
get in the car. She gets the dog. She goes, oh, I got you. And I was like, in my mind, I'm touched because I'm like,
That's sweet.
She thought it was like a whole fresh order
I thought
joint.
she got me a cheesecake or something.
like a whole fresh joint.
She's like, you can have my side food. That's insane.
So I go,
especially because y'all don't know each other like that.
right? So I take. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You give leftovers to someone like your roommate.
How about a homeless nigga?
Yeah, but you don't give leftovers.
Even
to
homeless dudes be like, the fuck
Yeah,
out of
what
here.
the
I'm going to
fuck?
buy my own shit.
the half-bitten salmon.
So it's pieces of spaghetti, and but I thought I was like, wow, maybe I had read her as who she was in the first place, and I was telling Godfrey, blah, 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 blah. Yo, what? This is like, and he's like, oh.
So wait, no. Right before this is what this fucker would do. But god damn, she bad.
She is a bad mom.
I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up.
But we can talk like that.
No, you're like, but this.
She is a bad.
But what was the
So I go upstairs. I open up the thing.
Yeah.
It's the sidebar pasta and just pasta and sauce.
Yeah.
Right. And it's got fork marks in it. And so
you know when you eat pasta, you eat and you get some pasta that falls back down. Like it's pasta that was in her mouth but it fell out the mouth.
It wasn't complete.
Yeah.
That is foul.
So I am furious.
Oh, we're driving, and I'm sitting there like this. I'm in the driver's seat.
I'm furious.
Yeah.
But I go, I don't want to cock block Godfrey.
Of
Oh
course,
no,
right?
he didn't give a fuck.
That's not true.
No, go ahead. You kept going.
I didn't want to. I did not want to cock.
Imagine him cursing and driving. No, let me tell you. And he has this big cute dog fucking. He's like, no, fuck that.
No, let me tell you.
Wait, is she in the car?
Yes,
in the back. So hold on. Akeem, he's leaving pots out.
Okay, go ahead.
So I called up a girlfriend of mine and I was like, you know what this man, like I'm losing my mind.
While she's in the car?
No, in the room.
Okay.
And what are you gonna do? I go, look, I don't want.
What did you call? No, you're going fast forwarding. What you told her in the car? Remember
Wait,
what you said?
I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I'm in the room.
Yeah.
I called my chick. I was like, yo, you know what the fuck? I'm furious.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I said, look, I don't want to fuck Godfrey. I'm not gonna cock block Godfrey. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. You gonna say something? I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna just shut up, act like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move, right?
Okay.
We get in the car, right?
Yeah.
I'm just quiet. She goes, so how did you like what I gave you?
Oh no!
See the part he's not telling you, right?
Oh, that's toxic. That's
so I
wild.
go, are you out your motherfucking mind?
That's what he said?
And I jump out of.
He turned green
because
I couldn't. He was Hulk.
I was really trying to hold it together because I don't want to cock block my man, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go, are you out your fucking? I'm like, I'm homeless. Like a blah 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 blah.
No, he's
I'm just
going. I'm like looking out the window.
And she says, this is what she says. Well, I'm sorry that you didn't think my kind gesture was kind enough.
It wasn't kind. It was dismissive.
And I was like, you.
I know he wished he had an ejection button.
I was like, are you out your fucking mind?
Yeah.
I go, you a fucking basic bitch. Right? And Godfrey, when I said basic, it looked something like somebody tased Godfrey.
I was like,
he was like, oh, shit.
And, so when he did that, when I got to the room,
Wait, I'm not finished.
Okay, go.
And she's like, well, I didn't see why you. I don't want to. And I go, here's what you're going to shut the fuck up. You're going to shut the fuck up in my car. Just shut the fuck up. I said, because I'm not.
Look at how he's reliving it.
Oh, yeah. I was so.
reliving it.
I was so hot.
Reliving it.
And then I was mad at myself.
Yeah.
Because I lost my shit.
This is man school, the professor.
And I looked,
the
it was so fucking vile, right?
Okay, so she get
Because here's the problem. If it was me, I'd have sent you home
Right.
Yeah.
No,
the
right.
first weekend.
Right, no doubt.
See, because I know I don't want to get into a situation where I'm not I'm not gonna let you get that close. Like when you show me, that's why when we get shady motherfuckers that come to the podcast, I go, yeah, this is, and I just, I keep my distance.
Yeah.
But she was like, I'm sorry that you didn't appreciate it wasn't kind of, and I lose my mind, right? Now that I go, like I'm losing my shit, and I guess I get quiet, we pull up, we go into the club, I'm just steam coming off my head.
Yeah.
I go, because I'm human, right?
Of course.
So I had already had decided that I didn't like the fact that I let this goofy.
And I called him. I said, "Hey,"
but I had already had that in my mind.
Yeah, because
So
she was like, I was in the room. I had to take all that. She was like, "Give me your call, my name." I
should feel safe. I should.
Oh, this was Valentine's. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, this is what happened. Listen, I haven't gotten anything for Valentine's in years.
Yeah.
I haven't done romantic shit in years. I mean, I do normal shit, go to eat and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But that, like Valentine's Day,
He didn't even know it was Valentine's Day, really.
I
that
kind of
was
forgot.
really because it's just
we
not
don't. We all we do is
and
think
it's
about our
just
gigs.
not
We don't
even-
know.
yeah.
I mean, we just go. What's today? Oh shit! Sometimes I forget to put my veils because I forget the fucking day.
Yeah.
So she goes.
This is before the pasta now.
Yo, yeah, she goes like
So-
this. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. And she's like tearing up. I'm sitting like this. What's fucking wrong with you?
And I'm like, you
like-
went for the okie doke.
I did. No, she
Wait, this was after pasta?
She
No,
Allen
this was
Iverson.
early.
She Allen
When she
Iverson
first
me.
got there.
She
Okay.
Allen Iverson me. She went. I was like, she did
And so Godfrey starts feeling bad.
Wait, why was she crying before the pasta?
Hold on.
Because-
She was just, I was like, what's the matter? And she goes, it's like Valentine's Day. I saw a lot of people out there, they're being
And I didn't
romantic.
get
And you
none of
didn't get it.
that.
I go, oh, I would, listen.
What he should have said was, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Right?
She ain't getting nothing on Valentine's Day.
And-
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
I
Do
heard
your
that
thing.
song so long.
So Godfrey calls me up. Yo, she's crying. Da, 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 da. I said, well, if you really want to do something, how the club.
And the club would do anything for me. Dude hooked it up.
Yeah, he got us some flowers,
Man,
got her roses,
nice
flowers,
flowers
and things,
and all kinds of-
chocolates,
laid it out
whatever.
into the green room.
Yeah.
Now here's where Godfrey fucks up, because she got this nigga in the old shell game now, right? Because he's
old shell?
The
old shell.
She's
Three-card Monty.
She's like, I'm sorry, I just, and so he wants to,
But also, why are you sad? You a single.
But she just...
She put the fucking what she did was manipulate his emotions. 'Cause
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't want to hurt her feelings, so he gets her the gift.
I have to deal with her. I
And
just
now
said-
he's saying
I forgot.
he texts me. He was
I
like,
said-
"Yo, don't tell her. Don't tell her.
I said I had it prepared for you.
He told her he had instead of just going. And I always say that's why you always lead with the truth. You say, look, you should have said, I don't really celebrate Valentine's. It's goofy to me. We not exclusive, but I know this is important to you. Here's a little something, just so you know.
She said, I don't want you doing it because don't be doing it because you saw, I'm complaining. I want you to do it because it's authentic.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
She was doing that shit.
It's emotional terrorism.
Right. No, go ahead.
So then,
I'm so glad
So Godfrey says, I told her that I did it before and I was set, and he's like, yo, I did it before and blah, blah. And I'm like, this is not going to turn out right. So she comes in and she sees the layout and she turns her nose up.
Yeah, man.
Like,
it's nice shit.
This is like, how dare you? Like the expectation.
And this is the cheesecake bitch.
This is before the pasta.
It's the same shit.
Exactly.
So the cheesecake bitch don't like.
This is before the pasta, right?
Okay.
So I go, Godfrey, I'm not even comfortable with the fact that she didn't even say she left it on the thing.
Yeah,
she didn't
man.
pick it
Yeah,
up.
man.
She didn't look at it.
Yeah.
She didn't, whatever.
I wanted to smash her head with the fucking
roses.
roses.
So this is red flag. First of all, she's yapping. Second of all, she's an emotional terrorist because she's like, it's Valentine's Day. Third is that he tried to accommodate her, and she just she never even looked at the stuff.
Because she was like, she didn't want to seem like, don't just do it because you should have just done it on your own.
Well, then stop crying.
And then Godfrey was like, I did it before because he wanted her to think it was something that like he didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah,
right?
it was just all that.
And then I'm like, I'm going. So she does a spot.
Yeah, she's in the business,
She
so don't
eats
say
her
that.
balls.
She bombs
She
like
goes,
a
how did I
motherfucker.
do? I go, you stunk it up.
Look at he's trying to think of who it is.
I am. I'll tell you.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I go, you stunk it up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? We love this comedy thing.
Yeah.
I'm not lying about it.
Yeah.
I said, but you only been doing comedy a year. You're supposed to stink it up.
He's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So she's just yapping. Now, Godfrey's on stage for hours.
Yeah.
Godfrey's doing an hour and a half, hour 40. I'm in the dressing room, and she's she nods off, and then she starts.
I'm so glad I was unavailable.
So,
because that would have been me.
she's also flirting, like she's smoking hot, but she's also flirting with guys,
Yeah.
like just that she knows she has no interest, just to stirring them up.
Yeah, because she said she just got attractive 5 years ago. So, it's like when
She's comfortable with it now, though.
when a heavy set girl gets skinny and she ends up being really good looking, and then she turns to a bitch. You're like, really?
You know what's interesting? It's the opposite for gay men. If they were fat before and then they get hot, they're like the nicest
It's
people.
not,
really?
It's not the opposite, because for women who are fat and they lose weight, they still have that low self-esteem. She was hot, and just people didn't, because where she came from, it was white, and they wasn't really feeling it. So she was hot, and then but she's never
Like an ugly duckling.
Yeah, never no ugly. So she didn't have that. It was just whatever.
Yeah.
So then so I'm like, and I'm like, Godfrey, this is not good.
Yeah.
He texts me. I had already made up my mind. Like, no. So then the pasta thing happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
He texts me, yo, look, everything you said is right, but you shouldn't have called her out of her name. And I go, he said, could you give her an apology?
That's all.
And I said, absolutely.
Yes.
Because I was already going to do that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the fact that I
you
felt
lost your temper. Yeah.
Right.
So I gave one of my apology, not apologies. I look, I shouldn't have called you out your name. I apologize for that. That's more me on my bad. I said, but you're disrespectful, and you can't just be disrespectful, because I'm not fucking you.
Yeah.
So all of this, I don't care. Like, I don't care about your tits and nothing like that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna disrespect me.
Right.
Prior to that, she was like, "Oh, you a dickhead," and I was like, "Yo, don't call me out of my name."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you being all emotional." I go, you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Don't call me out of my fucking name.
Right.
Well, why are you getting so? I go, do not. All right. So then she was like, "Are you ticklish?" She started trying to tell me, "What the fuck? Why are you ticklish?" I'm a 58-year-old man. I haven't been ticklish for 20 years.
When he told me she was tickling him, I was just thinking her just tickling your belly. Just like, he's like, just stop it.
She's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then after that, I was like, "Whew, this is rough."
This is after the pasta.
No, this is before the pasta.
Nigga, get back to the pasta.
So then the pasta happens. The pasta happens. I jump out the window.
Yeah.
I tell her, look, I shouldn't have called you out your name. Yo, I get that you're a young comic. You here to do Then, I called out her name, and then she told her she didn't want to do the show.
Okay.
And I said...
Yeah, she's like, I'm not doing it.
And we was like, okay,
I'm like, that's very
Fantastic.
fine with
you
us.
suck anyway.
Also, we don't need you on the show.
Nobody, you booked. So then...
No one bought tickets to see.
I apologize. Kind of apology, not apology. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, I shouldn't have called you out your name, but you're a disrespectful kind of regular type chick, and it's like, this is ridiculous. And I go, but I said, what you should know is if you really want to be a comic, you don't never give up your stage time, no matter what happens.
Right.
You came all the way out here
To work.
To work. And I said, and get your head together. I was nice. I'll get your head together, and you know, we're going to bring you up on the next show and do your thing.
Right.
So you know, it's chill. Everything's cool. Unbeknownst to me, fucking, she's giving Godfrey the business in the room. I need to feel safe. And somebody, you didn't even defend me. And Godfrey's like, what do you think? I'm going to fight?
I'm like,
Yeah.
What? You might have to help me. Fuck you. You might want to have to jump on his head while I escape. Like, I'm gonna go fight Dante. Sure. Have you seen the difference between us?
So I'm just like, I'm back to the room. I go to the room, I chill, whatever. Unbeknownst to me, he's getting the business.
I'm getting body blows, boy.
Yeah.
I apologize too.
Yeah,
and me
that didn't do no
apologizing
good.
really wasn't
She goes like
even-
this, you know. I just didn't really. She just kept. Man, when I tell you, it was like that. It was like, how the fuck? Like, there's reasons why certain women are pretty and are by themselves.
Yeah,
it's not always the man. It's fucking you. I could name a few that wanted to date me, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can't imagine listening to this. I just wanted to knock it down. I was just, I was trying to just go, oh, okay, whatever. I just was being like a dirty fucking, I just want to smash.
Yeah.
And she had plans for us. I was like, oh, no.
She wasn't even smashing.
Right, not like
Like
that.
it,
No.
like I would, the way Godfrey was putting up with this nonsense, I was like, she must be the hot tour girl. Like the way she putting it, like whatever, yeah. But it wasn't even that.
No.
And Godfrey is a gentleman, so he's like, look, I didn't want to push up.
No, because they'll call rape. Like, hey, you can't do shit now.
So, but he also was in a fucking in a conundrum because she was making him miserable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, why don't you send her home? Like, yo, you don't want to be here. This is not.
Because in my head, I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I'll get some. All I was thinking about is my target.
Exactly the point when motherfuckers come in here on the shady trip, and I go, Godfrey, I don't like this nigga. And he goes,
my target was.
And this is
Get the
this
pussy.
is mind you,
pussy.
Akeem, this is the second weekend she's hung out with us. So I read this on the first weekend.
Yeah.
She just hung out. He didn't smash or nothing. So I'm already like, yo, this.
Because, I was the one that kind of saw her online, and I didn't know who that was. I was like, oh, she cute, shit. Then I was like, oh, comedian, fuck. I was like, but I was like, oh, I was trying. And so, we started communicating. We went out, blah, blah, blah. It was fine the first time. Then it was like, oh, whoa. But I was like, I have a target.
And then he didn't
purpose.
He didn't see her for a period of time.
Right.
Which then he forgot. Like, maybe it'll work.
Yeah.
It don't never work out. It's like when somebody heckles you and you put them in a place and they heckle again. Get security.
Yeah.
They're not going to all of a sudden decide,
They're not gonna
hey,
learn how to.
you know what? I was wrong. I should just shut up. That's not going to happen. So you're going to have to get security to get them. So then, and something happened when she got on the wrong train, and so she had to take an Uber to the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is after the pasta?
This was when she first came.
She was
Oh,
coming through.
okay.
I gave her a complete
So
instructions.
now we leaving.
Okay.
And I'm trying to, my car is small, and I like trying to figure out the luggage because I'm gonna still drop her home. I'm not going.
You're not gonna leave out.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. And she, well, I don't. You need to send me home in an Uber. So Godfrey pays her.
Yeah.
For the set she did.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, yo, you gotta reimburse me for the $25 Uber that I took from the.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should even be getting paid for the show.
Right.
You're doing guest spots.
I was doing it on some just like, here, take
guest
that.
spots aren't paid.
Right. But I was just like, just on some.
Yeah.
Because as coming up.
No, I get that.
Paid her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
gave her a little money.
Yeah.
Well, for the
For that bullshit.
For the
For you
bullshit
fucking
you did
up
on
my
stage
show.
and fucking
Well,
up
we were
the
able
show,
to
I
erase
had
her.
to pick up the fucking slack and pick the room back up.
He had a mop and bucket.
I had to wipe up the after. I had to wipe up the afterbirth.
Yo, you had the mop. You had the mop where you had to squeeze.
I was slinging it like it was swabbing the deck.
So she asked you for the $25.
She just was like, you owe me for 20. I said, what?
For what?
What kind of?
You have to reimburse me for the
for 25. I just gave you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
now.
So
let's take this.
This is a story for your ass.
Let's take this time to laugh at Godfrey because after that, he tracked all the way down to Brooklyn, right?
Oh, after she had taken a trip, and then was saying, "I want to see you. I want to see you." I go, maybe she went on a trip and went to Mount Sinai
and found herself.
And found herself.
This is after the pasta.
This is weeks later.
And you went to Brooklyn.
So the first was the weekend.
She went overseas to Dubai for a while.
Okay. Wait. This is the same chick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you dumb. Oh, shit. Nigga, you stupid. I didn't know this was the same chick.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's crazy.
I know. I am a fucking jackass. I'm a jackass. No, I'm ready to take the bullets. I'm good.
Here's the thing. Akeem, we're driving home, and I was like, Godfrey, why do you put up with this kind of like? She was just disrespectful. She was unappreciative. She was she was not a good person, and she wasn't even funny. And so on top of that, he goes, yeah, but she was there, and I didn't want to create a problem. I just wanted to, and Godfrey did this. I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
I'm a charger to the game. I learned my lesson, and then boom, he went in for a second helping.
Oh, God. I got to see this chick.
I'm not
You
going to
guys
put
are
it on.
seeing me eat food is because I'm taking my supplement, bitches.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was this.
Yeah.
You're so dumb.
And you know what? And it's really sad. Because the first time I wanted to take her somewhere, I was like, hey, let's want to go to the arcade, get some food, go to the arcade. He goes,
Yeah.
I don't do arcades.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, fuck.
That should have been a red flag, too.
Yeah,
You don't like fun?
It's like arcades are cool, man.
They're
It's a fun thing to do. It's something different. What do you want me? I mean, eating is. Oh, you should. Okay, don't say nothing.
I'm not going to say the name.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, she is a bad bitch. Yeah, that's true.
When a gay guy says she bad.
Yeah, she's
she
attractive.
bad. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
But you could be a bad bitch and be trash.
You can be trash, and I don't want to be around that shit.
Yeah.
I like pretty women, but if you're a fucking cunt, I'm gonna call you one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done it before. And if
And to be honest, it wasn't even that. It was just pressing. It was just But you also signed up for it.
I did.
I told you from the first weekend. This not.
When was the Brooklyn thing? Did that just happen?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, but then y'all done now.
I don't
Well,
have
he was
to.
just saying she hit him up when he got $1 million.
Oh,
On
She's
Instagram,
like,
and then
congratulations.
hit
And
him
I
up.
can see the sarcasm in the text.
yeah.
Congratulations on your $1 million. I'm like,
I don't even think it was.
You don't think it was? You think it was real
it's
honest?
just totally
trying to
unaware.
get you back in.
It's just totally unaware. This is another she's an opportunistic chick.
I can tell that by the IG.
Yeah.
Very opportunistic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so and it's like Godfrey's trying to be a good dude, I go, but you like being a good dude doesn't mean you gotta you still, and I talk about this all the time. You gotta, relationships are real easy. Know what your non-negotiables are, and then just never negotiate them. So if your peace is important to you, and somebody's wrecking your peace, they're showing you who the fuck like. Just stop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Godfrey gave me the speech. You shouldn't have called her. I go, God,
I was like,
I was like, I know. And I apologize because I shouldn't have let nobody get into my skin. Like, I should never do that.
Yeah.
But it was just so blatant, and I was trying to hold my shit together for him. 'Cause that's my man. I don't want to be the cock.
Yeah.
But then I was found it wasn't even all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like all that. It was just like he just was like, well, I'll just deal with it. The whole rest of the weekend, here's Godfrey scrolling, trying to hide. He's in the room hiding. He did 4 hours every show because he didn't want to come back to the court. And I'm like, dog, you gotta keep your peace. And I'm not saying this is not about women. It's just about if you're a woman.
Yeah.
And a guy is
Being ridiculous.
and always being, if he's like, where was you at?
Yeah, that shit, yeah.
Where the fuck was you at? Or whatever. He's going, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah. They're out of their
You're
mind.
gonna happen, so you can't let that happen, and you gotta be mature enough to go, because people they dangle the carrot in front of you.
Because there's another story of another chick that actually apologized to me. I was dating her from a few years ago, model chick, blah, blah, blah. Known her for a long time, though.
Yeah.
The last conversation we had, she hung up in the middle of me talking to her.
I remember that.
She hung up on me. And I know her. Like, we fuck with each other.
Yeah.
And she hung up in the middle of the shit.
He's talking to, why are you?
I was like,
I'm in the car with him.
Yeah.
And what did I say then?
She went click, but here's the thing. When she, you weren't there when she clicked on me. It's a different chick.
Okay. So you got hung up on twice.
Yeah, she hung up on, there was another one, yeah.
Yeah.
She hung up on me, and it was over something real stupid. It was like not even a big deal. And I said, it was something I said, hey, you got something on something in your mouth. Yeah, you don't be walking around with that on your mouth. I'm going to tell you. And then she goes, she just got mad.
Yeah.
And then I said she had something on her mouth. I said, yo, you got something on your mouth.
Yeah.
And she, hung up on me. You hang up on me, that's it. That's done deal.
Yeah.
That's rude. You don't do
Just
that.
saying, I never want to
Talk to you again. Hanging up. So stop
Or
talking.
I'm going to do this, and then I'll swing back later, and you'll forget about it. And
I stopped talking to her.
Yeah.
But then I would get photos if she, you know how they do since we're comedians. She took a photo with Ryan Reese. Just, because she had gone to a show.
Yeah.
That's my place, man.
Yeah.
That's the place where I'm at. If you don't ever do that, because I'll have you'll never come in there.
Yeah.
If I'll just say something about, hey, don't let that person in, you won't come in.
Yeah.
But she said, showing me a picture, I'm like, that's not, I said, we have shit to talk about. Why are you sending me this shit?
Yeah.
And she did it twice. Then she tells me not too long ago, hey, I got some friends coming to town. I'm the town clown.
Yeah.
He's like, and I didn't answer.
Of course
I said,
not.
you still haven't, I said, you act like you forgot.
Yeah.
You got to explain that shit. So I never met them. I didn't do anything for them. And then I explained it again. She said, well, she thought it was something else. I said, no, you hung the phone up on me.
That's crazy that we would hang up on somebody and not even see how drastic that is and how
I've known you for a long time too. We were off and on,
Yeah.
And then she actually apologized the other day. Said I was wrong for that. I'm sorry. A literal legitimate. I haven't talked to her yet.
Yeah.
But a legitimate apology.
Yeah.
She said it wasn't on. It was. I had some traumatic fucking flashback on some shit, and I said, okay, cool. I said, apology accepted. Not
Yeah.
But this is the kind of shit that I deal with. sometimes.
But
you know?
the problem is that if the girl is really attractive and she's accustomed to the attention, and then they get around Godfrey, and then Godfrey is the hot girl, like he
she
gets
was-
the
I
attention.
think-
That's another thing she complained about. The other one,
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
Pasta. She would complain about that. God, everybody knows. Oh, God, everybody knows. God, I go, yeah, but I'm not some dickhead. I don't go, yeah, let's hide, because people, I'd be taking it in stride. Like,
Not
hey,
only that, but you don't be tripping. You're gracious.
I
You're
don't
gracious
trip.
about people. Godfrey, Godfrey
Also,
was.
she knew that people knew you. It's
Yeah,
not like
but
it's not
a
like
different
overnight
Yeah,
success.
but you
She's been-
you thinking of it like a dude. It's like you're accustomed to getting the attention, and then all of a sudden
I
you're
guess
not
you're right.
getting
Yeah,
the attention. Then it's like, oh my! Like I thought it was this, but it's not. Like he's really better than me. Like people like him, like more, and because you have this false sense of security because it's on your looks. People respect what you do, not what you are. Yeah, if you hide, people will give you bleed. But it all comes down to what your character is. Do you tell the truth? Do you have any integrity? And are you kind, and do you care about people?
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Because if you're dishonest and people know you're dishonest, even when you're in a relationship, this is guys, girls, anything. And if you're in a relationship, if you're 95% trustworthy, that's the definition of a liar. So if you're not honest 100% of the time, even when you tell your girl you love her, how does she know you're telling the truth? How you know this is not one of the white lies that you tell because you don't have no credibility?
Right.
But as soon as you see it, the behavior, the thing is, if when they're hot, like you said, if they're hot, I'll ride it out to see if it. But it
I
never.
will ride it out for a weekend. No.
But it never changes. I don't care if it's. I mean, I could give you gonna smash right now, but I mean, you do that. Like you.
Yeah, I don't have to do worry
It's
about
guys,
that.
but
Yeah,
he
the
gotta
dude
go
thing is
through the
different.
whole thing.
It's the
and
woman shit. Like,
it's he's got a quarter, and then he's got to show that she's important, and then he's he's buying flowers. And when's the last time you bought somebody a Valentine's Day?
man, shit.
How many years would you say you bought? 10, 15 years?
Fuck. Yeah. It's been like over a decade. And the flowers and
Yeah.
it might have been for maybe someone's mom or something.
And it ain't even like you can't go. It would have been fine if you said, "Listen, I don't really celebrate," which is the truth.
Right.
I don't really celebrate this, but I know this is important to you.
But I think it really tracks with everything about her. She just seems entitled.
yeah,
Because I don't know why you would expect a Valentine if y'all aren't together.
we're not together.
It happens to be, why are you expecting me
But
to
also,
get you a
Godfrey
teddy
did
bear
this.
or something?
He invited her out on Valentine's weekend when he didn't even know that
I
it was
just
Valentine's.
forgot about it. I just said it's a
Yeah.
weekend. You want to
Yeah.
come through? It's a kind of a local-ish gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's come through.
Yeah.
And shit, man.
Yeah.
And she had to be the one to want to celebrate that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
I've seen girls come out to see Godfrey and slide in his DM and then get there and act like he's the one that slided in their DM.
man. They'll
They'll
act
be like, "Oh, you acting weird."
They-
Blah, blah, blah.
they act like I'm.
They come in, he be like, "Hey, what's up, yo?" And they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I kind of stopped going out. I would go straight to the green room. I would sit there.
Yeah, I know.
You'd be out there.
I'm out there selling these T-shirts.
Like, where Godfrey at? Like,
And I'll text you, like,
$30.
yeah.
$30.
If they buy T-shirts, I'm like, he'll be out here soon.
Yeah, I just. Wait, hey, how's the chats go? How are the chats?
Oh, chat's going crazy. We just got a $100 super chat
Nice.
from
Oh, shit.
Angela Washington. She says, "Aloha.
Aloha.
Very funny stories tonight. Keep your heart and intentions pure.
Aw.
You will find your person."
Well, yeah, and I'm
Thank
not.
you.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you for
Angela.
that super chat. And another thing is, I'm not
$100.
struggling to meet. I'm okay. I'm in cruise control. But it's just like I like women. I like when I can meet some. Even if I don't get your number, a nice conversation is nice. That's cool. I meet hot women that are married, but we have a great conversation. Man, she was fine. She married. I respect. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. But this, it's just a new breed of chicks out here. It's some new. I don't care if they're even older. If a girl, one thing about hot women, they're gonna act that way no matter what fucking age they are. When they're hot and they're still.
"Yeah, but when they're older." and they've been.
They know their choice. They're little.
They're like.
They're not the shit.
I can't just trip like I.
Not you like you used
when you
to.
20-some years old, you smoking high.
Oh no,
like you think that the world.
Oh yeah.
Because guys simp like that.
No, yeah.
Every guy around her is simping. Oh, you
no doubt.
great.
Yeah.
It's like when she asked me, "How did I do out there?" I'm like, bitch, you was there. You stunk it up. And you know me. I'm like, you stunk it up.
Okay, the guys in my building, I had some cats, employees from my building came, the door dudes.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of them came. One of the dudes on the night shift came. I didn't even realize he would come.
Yeah.
I just see him when I get in the crib at 4 in the morning. He's like, oh, what's up? He came with his wife.
Yeah.
He was like, that shit was dope.
Except
and they were
for
like, yo, who was the chick, man? That shit was trash. they was mad as
Son,
hell.
when I went to dinner, there was a crew motherfuckers. They was like, yo, we love what you show, da 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 da. But yo, tell Godfrey he need to work on that bitch. I was like, hey, I go, all right, I'll tell him.
That's
him when
thing. Looks and internet following does not translate to stand up.
And my thing is, you're a beginner, and it's okay to go, I was whack, and let me learn. Like, if you see somebody that's earnestly learning, but then they want to title themselves as the something in the comedy.
Yeah,
well, because
you
they
just
have
call me the blah blah blah. Well, I'm not gonna say because we know who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was, you just call me the blah 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 of comedy, and we was like, bitch, I'm not.
I was
Well,
like,
she's obviously not in it for comedy. She's based off of her page. She wants to be famous,
and that's, go ahead and do that, man.
but has no talent.
And my thing is, I was doing it also, of course, like, hey, man, go up on stage, do some shit. You know, like, what? It was shit. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know one thing. It was a stressful thing because I had a particular purpose.
Yeah.
I want to zero in and, you know.
We did a hood club, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you see, I showed you the pictures.
Yeah.
And she's like belly out, little mini skirt. I was waiting for TT Boy from to come out. That's a reference to Black Cheerleaders number 3, right?
White dude.
Okay.
White dude, a porn white dude, a porno dude.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, little
Freaks. He'll be black prostitutes.
Yeah, like
and Asian prostitutes.
Black
and
cheerleader number 12.
Black cheerleader
right?
number 12.
Okay.
like thigh highs, little just smoking, and then you in the hood. Like, and it's couples. So how long y'all been? And it's just like, bitch, you better.
You better keep telling some jokes to get your ass whipped out here.
Also, why are you doing crowd work in a guest spot?
Well, but they fit these a lot of these comedians.
Young comics don't learn. They don't come
They
up.
really,
we
and
were
you know,
just
because
talking about that.
there are platforms that are giving these comics with horrible acts like shine.
Yeah.
And they really go, I'm really that dope. Like, I'm really dope.
They
and then
get inflated because they think the
they
following
really
is so talented.
don't, and they think the foundation of comedy changes. Comedy is one of these art forms that you cannot skip steps.
Nah.
But here's another thing. You got some of these motherfuckers getting sitcoms in their second year of comedy.
Yeah.
They just, some of them are filling theaters because they got a following. So they really equate that to being a good stand-up, and it's not the truth.
Nope.
Not the truth at all.
Not at all.
Stand-up comedy has nothing to do with your movie career
Or your
TV
improv group.
Because I remember going on stage in L.A., and I was about to go up, and they say, Godfrey, man, can we let this blah, blah, blah go up? Because I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have a TV show, so I still got to let people up first.
Of course.
So I was like, he's from the sitcom, blah, 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 blah. And he does an amazing Jason Statham. This motherfucker went up there. And when I tell you it was the worst shit, he bombed. And then I went up after him, murdered, and I said, this is how you do Jason Statham.
Yeah.
He made me so angry that I went up and I did Jason Statham. Everyone was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking. That's Jason Statham. But it doesn't have anything to do with your stand-up.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how many movies you get, don't matter. If you ain't working on that shit, you're not, you know what I mean? It's like...
it feels disrespectful when you've made so much sacrifice to do this.
Whoa, man.
Like, you know, like, Godfrey would do 6 days in some town somewhere, and then Monday, he's on stage at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
Like you always tell that story about King Batch, who respects the game.
Respects the game, yeah.
But he's like, what you got going on tonight? You don't think I'm gonna get on stage? And he's like, on a Monday? You know, like, yeah, that's how you.
First of all, this isn't a 9 to 5.
No.
It's just another day on a Monday. I mean, on a Monday. You're thinking of office work or some shit. Yeah, on a Monday. Fuck you talking about? How many clubs open on a Monday? It's every day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every day.
Yeah, man. I said this is not. I go on stage because I don't got it. I don't feel I got it. I feel it's like a loose horse. It's like you get on it, you go, oh yeah. I got it. Then you're like, God damn it. You know what I mean?
And just when you figure like you got it, the comedy gods will kick you in the dick.
Yup.
It was like, oh, you thought you got it figured out? Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Bam. And you be like, fuck. It can happen to anybody.
And every new show, you don't know what's going to happen.
And you better
Every
be
crowd is
ready.
different.
And that's what I mean. It's constantly you have to be present. It's constantly could change on you. It doesn't. You can't go. Oh, I got it. No, you got to go up there and do it and see if you got it.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, you can go. Oh, I did get it. Or because you can be in the middle, 10 minutes in, they be like,
Yep.
10 minutes. You got it. 50 more minutes, and they're like,
Yeah.
I remember. You know when JB Smooth blew up.
oh
And he
man,
got booed and took a fat one.
he took. He went after Michael Blackson when Michael Blackson was really hot off of what you call. And everybody's done comedy about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
But Michael Blackson's social media is just fire,
his Twitter,
man.
his Twitter was
it was great.
changed his whole career.
And he went up and smashed.
Yeah.
And then JB Smooth. And JB's been he's got the Larry David money. He doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing the hood rooms.
You ain't doing the hood rules, so you're gonna be rusty doing it.
Yeah.
And so that he went in there and on the video, and JB's a funny son of a bitch, man.
Yeah.
I like
JB is hilarious. Man, you ever run? Hey man, I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's like, you know what thing I'm good at? Pressing charges, motherfucker. I'll press charges. I don't give a. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And that's my man. Shout out to JB Smooth. And he went up and it was a video of him, and people were like, boo. He goes, hey, see, he said, that's why I don't do black shit anymore.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I don't do this black shit. It's just, he hadn't been doing it.
Yeah.
It happens to anyone.
Now you with the God, I say you with the Godfrey. Now you with the God, I say you with the Godfrey. You ain't playing around with none of these lanes, but I guarantee you'll be entertained and watch them drop some knowledge on your brain.